Premium brands built their empires on one assumption, that you would never find out what was inside their packaging relative to what they were charging you to open it. That assumption is collapsing, one Aldi product at a time. 13 items sitting on Aldi shelves right now are not merely comparable to the expensive brands dominating conventional grocery store shelves. They are beating them in blind taste tests, in independent quality assessments, in the ingredient list comparisons that reveal what premium pricing actually buys and what it does not. Starting with number 13, which is already making food writers publicly uncomfortable about the brands they have been recommending for years. 13. Moser Roth. Dark chocolate Lindt built a mass premium chocolate empire on the reasonable assumption that consumers equate price with quality in confectionery. The assumption holds until a consumer tries Moser Roth. Aldi's Moser Roth dark chocolate line delivers European production standards. High cacao percentages beginning at 70% and extending to 85% and beyond, and the complex flavor profiles that genuine cacao sourcing produces in ways that Lindt's mass production model optimizes away in favor of consistency and margin. Food writers who have conducted blind comparisons between Moser Roth and Lindt dark chocolate at equivalent cacao percentages describe the Moser Roth as performing comparably or preferably at a fraction of the price. The health dimension of this comparison matters specifically for seniors. The flavanol compounds in high cacao dark chocolate that research connects to cardiovascular benefit, improved blood vessel flexibility, and the blood flow to the hippocampus associated with memory function maintenance in older adults are present in higher concentrations in the Moser Roth varieties than in many conventional premium alternatives whose processing prioritizes texture and sweetness over the biological activity of the cacao flavanols. Aldi's price for Moser Roth makes the daily 1 to 2 square, serving that clinical research uses in cardiovascular studies, financially automatic rather than indulgent. Former employees who discovered Moser Roth through their own employment describe never purchasing premium chocolate from any other retailer after the first comparison. That was chocolate handled with extraordinary quality at a price that embarrasses the premium market. What is coming at number 12 is a dairy product that has been winning blind taste tests against brands that charge twice the price and then explaining the results as statistical anomalies. 12. Countryside Creamery. Butter Kerry. Gold built its premium butter reputation on Irish grass-fed dairy provenance and the nutritional narrative that grass-fed butter's superior conjugated linoleic acid and omega-3 profiles justify the price premium it commands at specialty and conventional grocery stores alike. Aldi's Countryside Creamery butter has been quietly and consistently outperforming Kerrygold in blind taste assessments conducted by food publications, culinary bloggers, and the organized consumer testing communities that have made the comparison their specific focus. The flavor profile, the texture on bread, and the performance in baking applications that serious home cooks use to evaluate butter quality have produced results that former culinary professionals describe as removing any rational basis for the Kerrygold price premium. The nutritional comparison is equally unfavorable for Kerrygold's price justification. Countryside Creamery butter's fat composition, measured through independent laboratory testing that the Aldi shopping research community has commissioned and published, delivers comparable CLA and fat-soluble vitamin content to grass-fed alternatives at prices that conventional grocery stores charge significantly more for the same nutritional specification. Former employees who bake regularly describe never returning to premium butter purchases after their first side-by-side comparison of Countryside Creamery against Kerrygold in an actual baking application. The short crust pastry, the croissant dough, the pound cake all produced outcomes that the ingredient cost differential could not explain. Before we continue, if this list is already making you question every premium brand in your regular shopping basket, hit that like button right now. Every item on this list represents a purchase decision that evidence has already made. One tap. Do it now. Because what is coming at number 11 is a pantry staple comparison that embarrasses one of the most recognized brands in American grocery retail. 11. Simply Nature Organic Peanut Butter. Justin's built a premium organic peanut butter business on clean ingredient positioning, sophisticated packaging design, and the reasonable consumer assumption that the small artisan brand aesthetic communicates something about the product that its 2-ingredient formulation alone cannot. The 2-ingredient formulation is the tell. Organic peanuts and salt. That is Justin's premium organic peanut butter in its entirety. And it is also ingredient for identical ingredient. What Aldi's Simply Nature organic peanut butter delivers at a price that makes the Justin's premium feel like a design fee rather than a food quality differential. Independent nutritional comparison between Simply Nature organic peanut butter and Justin's finds identical macronutrient profiles, identical ingredient sourcing tiers at the USDA organic standard, and identical processing approaches producing the natural oil separation that consumers of genuinely minimally processed nut butters recognize as a quality indicator. The products are nutritionally and functionally identical. The price is not. For seniors for whom natural peanut butter represents a daily protein and healthy fat source, the accumulated monthly savings from switching to Simply Nature represents money that was previously being spent on packaging aesthetics and brand recognition, rather than on anything edible. Former employees who are personally attentive to nutrition describe Simply Nature as one of the store brand lines that most consistently rewards the consumer who reads ingredient lists rather than labels. The ingredient list is often exactly what the premium brand shows. The label is where the price difference lives. That was a pantry staple comparison settled definitively. What is coming at number 10 is an olive oil evaluation that has the specialty food import community genuinely rattled. 10. Specially selected extra virgin olive oil. California Olive Ranch built its mainstream premium olive oil reputation on domestic provenance, cold press certification, and the quality narrative that fresh harvest timing and short supply chains justify their price point against commodity alternatives. Aldi's specially selected extra virgin olive oil delivers cold press certification from named producing regions with harvest freshness documentation that the quality comparison with California Olive Ranch and similar premium mainstream alternatives does not resolve in the premium brand's favor. Independent polyphenol testing conducted by olive oil research organizations comparing Aldi's specially selected against premium alternatives at multiple price points has produced results that the specialty olive oil community finds uncomfortable because the price differential does not reflect a corresponding quality differential. The oleocanthal content, specifically, the compound responsible for the throat-tingling finish that quality extra virgin olive oil produces, and that reflects the anti-inflammatory polyphenol concentration that research connects to cardiovascular benefit, has been measured in Aldi's specially selected at levels competitive with oils commanding 2 to 3 times the price at specialty food retailers. Former employees who cook with genuine engagement describe treating specially selected as their everyday cooking olive oil for everything from high-heat sautéing to finishing drizzle applications. A versatility that premium brands typically segment into separate products at separate price points. That was olive oil evaluated on chemistry rather than marketing. Number 9 is a snack comparison that has been making rounds in food media for reasons that the premium brand's marketing budget cannot fully suppress. 9. Clancy's tortilla chips Tostitos built category dominance through distribution ubiquity, consistent seasoning, and the reasonable assumption that chip loyalty, once established, requires no ongoing justification. The assumption works until a side-by-side comparison with Clancy's makes the justification necessary and unavailable. Clancy's tortilla chips consistently outperform Tostitos in the blind taste comparisons that food bloggers and consumer testing communities have published across multiple years. The corn flavor is more present. The salt distribution is more balanced. The structural integrity for dipping applications is comparable or superior. The oil used in production is cleaner in flavor profile than the vegetable oil blends Tostitos uses. The ingredient list comparison extends the quality argument beyond taste. Clancy's tortilla chips contain corn, vegetable oil, and salt. Tostitos contains the same core ingredients with the addition of flavor compounds and processing aids that the Clancy's formulation does not require because the base ingredients are performing well enough without chemical assistance. For seniors who snack on tortilla chips with any frequency, the annual savings from switching to Clancy's from Tostitos, calculated at the price differential across weekly purchase occasions, accumulates into a figure that the taste comparison does not require any sacrifice to justify. Former employees who snack describe Clancy's as the item they most consistently recommended to friends and family, asking about Aldi quality, because the comparison with the category leader is immediately confirmable through a single side-by-side eating experience that costs almost nothing to conduct. From snacking to breakfast. Number 8 is the comparison that has the private label industry paying attention, because the results are more consistently favorable than they have any strategic right to be. 8. Millville. Instant oats. Quaker Oats charges a brand premium on a product whose single active ingredient is rolled oats. The oat is the oat. The processing is standardized. The nutritional outcome is functionally identical between Quaker and any comparable product meeting the same cut and moisture specifications. Millville instant oats at Aldi deliver the beta-glucan soluble fiber content that has earned oats one of the FDA's most explicit food health relationship endorsements. The cholesterol-reducing mechanism of oat beta-glucan does not differentiate between Quaker-branded delivery and Millville delivery. The biological pathway through which beta-glucan reduces LDL cholesterol operates identically regardless of which packaging the oat arrived in. The price differential between Millville and Quaker at a conventional grocery store on equivalent serving counts makes the annual savings from switching to Millville for a senior eating oatmeal daily as a cardiovascular health practice, a genuinely meaningful number rather than a rounding error in the grocery budget. Former employees who understand the cardiovascular research on oat beta-glucan describe Millville as the product where the brand premium is most nakedly unjustified by any quality differential that the underlying science could support. Before we continue, if these 13 comparisons are dismantling the brand loyalty that the premium grocery industry spent decades building, subscribe to this channel right now. Every week we bring you the product intelligence, quality comparisons, and value assessments that help seniors make every grocery dollar work harder than the brand marketing assumes you will allow. Hit that subscribe button right now. Because number 7 is the comparison that former employees in the dairy section describe as the most consistently lopsided quality to price evaluation in the entire store. 7. Friendly Farms. Plain Greek yogurt. Chobani built the American Greek yogurt market by introducing European-style strained dairy to a consumer base that had been eating conventional yogurt without understanding what they were missing. The company deserves genuine credit for category creation. What it does not deserve is the price premium it currently charges relative to Friendly Farms when the product comparison is conducted honestly. Friendly Farms. Plain Greek yogurt delivers protein content per serving that matches Chobani's flagship Plain Greek yogurt. The probiotic culture strains are comparable in diversity and viability. The fat and carbohydrate profiles are equivalent at matching fat percentage versions. The ingredient lists are identical in their simplicity. Strained milk, live cultures, nothing else. The blind taste comparisons that food publications have conducted between Friendly Farms and Chobani. Plain Greek yogurt consistently produce preference distributions that do not justify the Chobani premium. Some panelists prefer Friendly Farms slightly on texture. Some prefer Chobani slightly on tartness. The distribution is never the landslide for Chobani that the price differential implies it should be. For seniors using plain Greek yogurt as a daily protein and probiotic source, which the nutritional research on aging gut health and muscle mass preservation consistently supports, the annual cost of choosing Chobani over Friendly Farms at Aldi is money spent on brand recognition rather than on any measurable nutritional or palatability advantage. That was dairy quality priced honestly for the first time. What is coming at number 6 takes the comparison into a category that most seniors would not expect Aldi to be winning. 6. Specially selected coffee. Starbucks packaged coffee built its retail presence on the brand recognition that its cafe network created, positioning its grocery store bags as an accessible connection to the premium coffee experience for home brewers who identify with the brand. The strategy is commercially effective and nutritionally irrelevant to the actual coffee quality in the bag. Aldi's Specially Selected and Barissimo coffee lines have been evaluated against Starbucks packaged coffee in blind cupping sessions conducted by specialty coffee professionals and enthusiast communities. The results consistently find that specially selected single-origin options perform comparably to Starbucks-branded alternatives at equivalent roast profiles when evaluated on the flavor attributes that trained cuppers use: acidity, body, sweetness, aftertaste, and overall balance. The Barissimo line's seasonal and limited releases, particularly the single-origin Ethiopian and Colombian options that appear in the specialty rotation, deliver the terroir-specific flavor complexity that specialty coffee commands premium pricing for, at prices that make weekly specialty coffee consumption financially sustainable rather than reserved for particular morning moods. For seniors whose daily coffee ritual represents one of the most consistent and most valued daily pleasures, Aldi's coffee rotation provides at its current pricing removes the financial ceiling that premium specialty coffee has historically placed on genuine quality enjoyment. Former employees who are coffee enthusiasts describe the Barissimo single-origin arrivals as the rotation items they personally intercepted for their own consumption most consistently, recognizing a quality-to-price position that their professional exposure to the product had confirmed through repeated direct experience. That was the morning ritual preserved at a fraction of the premium coffee cost. Number 5 is the comparison that has been generating the most heat in the skincare community because the results are difficult to explain without acknowledging that brand premium in skincare is even more inflated than in food. 5. Lacura skincare line. CeraVe built its accessible dermatologist-recommended skincare reputation on a ceramide delivery system that genuinely supports the skin barrier function research, and that legitimately differentiates it from conventional mass-market moisturizers. The formulation is real. The dermatology endorsement is earned. What CeraVe cannot fully justify is the price differential that exists between its products and Aldi's Lacura skincare line, when the active ingredient comparison is made at the formulation level rather than the brand recognition level. Lacura moisturizers contain ceramides. They contain hyaluronic acid in the molecular weight ranges that penetrate rather than merely coat the skin surface. They contain the niacinamide concentrations that skin brightening and barrier support research validates. The formulation philosophy that CeraVe uses to justify its price premium is present in the Lacura line at a price that makes CeraVe's retail positioning look like a brand tax on consumers who have not yet discovered the comparison. For seniors, managing the skin challenges most prevalent in aging populations, reduced barrier function, increased sensitivity, decreased ceramide synthesis, and the thinning that makes moisture retention critical for daily skin integrity. The Lacura ceramide and hyaluronic acid products address the primary clinical concerns at a fraction of the dermatologist-recommended brand price. Former employees with skincare knowledge describe the Lacura line as the product category where the quality discovery moment is most dramatic for customers who try it after years of paying the CeraVe premium. The skin outcomes are comparable. The ingredient lists are equivalent. The price difference is not. From skincare to something that addresses the kitchen in a comparison that former employees describe as the most straightforward quality-to-price evaluation in the entire Aldi product range. Number 4 is the item that professional chefs quietly buy at Aldi and then professionally decline to discuss in public. 4. Season's Choice. Frozen vegetables. Bird's Eye built a frozen vegetable empire on the reasonable consumer assumption that a brand specifically dedicated to frozen vegetables would be better at frozen vegetables than a discount grocery store's store brand. The assumption is convenient. The evidence does not support it. Season's Choice frozen vegetables at Aldi consistently match or exceed Bird's Eye in the nutritional preservation metrics that matter for seniors making frozen vegetable purchases for health rather than purely for convenience. The flash freezing timing, occurring at peak harvest ripeness when nutrient concentrations in the vegetable are at their seasonal maximum, is a standardized agricultural processing approach that does not produce meaningfully better outcomes when branded than when generic. The vitamin C retention, the folate content, the antioxidant concentrations in spinach, broccoli, green beans, and mixed vegetables. All of these are functions of harvest timing and flash freeze speed rather than brand identity. Season's Choice and Bird's Eye are sourcing from the same agricultural supply chain, processed through the same industrial flash freeze technology, stored under the same cold chain requirements. The bag on the outside is different. The vegetable inside is the same. For seniors building meals around frozen vegetables as a primary micronutrient source, and the nutritional science supporting this approach is strong, the annual savings from Season's Choice versus Bird's Eye at conventional grocery store pricing represents money spent on brand recognition rather than on any nutritional advantage the evidence supports. Former employees who are personally health conscious describe Season's Choice as the product line that most clearly demonstrates the proposition the Aldi model makes about every store brand in the building. The plain packaging conceals nothing. It simply removes the marketing overhead from the price without removing anything from the vegetable. That was nutritional quality priced without the brand premium attached. What is coming at number 3 is the comparison that former employees who bake seriously describe as the evaluation that finally ended their relationship with the premium baking category entirely. 3. Baker's Corner. Baking products. King Arthur Flour built a premium baking ingredient reputation on unbleached flour specifications, protein content consistency, and the craft baking endorsement that its New England provenance and employee ownership model have made genuinely appealing to the segment of home bakers who think carefully about ingredients. Baker's Corner at Aldi delivers unbleached all-purpose flour with protein content specifications that fall within the range that produces consistent yeast bread and pastry results. The practical baking performance, measured in bread rise, crumb structure, crust development, and the tender flakiness of pastry applications, is the metric that matters for the senior home baker whose weekly baking routine uses flour by the 5-pound bag. The comparison between Baker's Corner and King Arthur in practical home baking applications produces results that baking bloggers and culinary educators who have conducted them describe as insufficient to justify the price differential. The bread rises comparably. The pastry is equally tender. The cookie spreads at the same rate. The practical outcomes of baking with Baker's Corner versus King Arthur cannot be reliably distinguished by the tasters evaluating the finished products. For seniors who bake weekly and consume flour at the rate that regular baking produces, the annual savings from Baker's Corner versus King Arthur at conventional grocery store pricing represents a meaningful budget line item reclaimed without any sacrifice in the baking outcomes that motivate the practice. Former employees with baking backgrounds describe Baker's Corner as one of the private label lines they converted to most completely after beginning their Aldi employment. The line where their own hands-on testing removed every professional reservation about making the switch. 2 comparisons remaining. Number 2 is the product evaluation that has the premium protein supplement industry paying closer attention to discount grocery retail than it has ever had to before. 2. Elevation Protein Bars. RX Bar built a premium protein bar market position on radical ingredient transparency, a clean label format listing only whole food ingredients in large print on the front of the package, and the reasonable consumer assumption that transparency in ingredient sourcing justifies the price premium the format commands. RX Bar's price per gram of protein is among the highest in the mainstream protein bar market. The ingredient quality is genuine. The formulation is clean. The brand narrative is compelling, and none of it survives an honest comparison with Aldi's Elevation Protein Bar line when the evaluation is conducted at the price per protein gram level that nutritional value should ultimately be measured by. Elevation Protein Bars deliver comparable protein per bar, comparable ingredient cleanliness in the non-sugar variants, and comparable eating satisfaction in blind assessments that remove brand familiarity from the evaluation. Former employees who tracked their own fitness nutrition costs describe switching to Elevation from RX Bar as one of the most straightforward cost reductions they made without any perceived quality sacrifice. For seniors who use protein bars as supplemental protein sources for the muscle mass preservation that aging physiology increasingly demands, the price differential between Elevation and RX Bar across monthly consumption represents real money that the nutritional comparison does not require spending. 1 comparison remaining, and it is the one that consumer advocates, food journalists, and former Aldi employees all describe as the most embarrassing brand premium exposure on this entire list. 1. Friendly Farms Milk Horizon. Organic built a premium organic milk business on the consumer assumption that the organic certification commands the price differential it charges, and that the developmental impact on the brand's agricultural practices justifies the retail premium above conventional alternatives. The organic certification on milk is meaningful at the production standard level. No synthetic pesticides in the feed, no antibiotics in the herd, no synthetic growth hormones. These production differences are real, documented, and relevant for seniors for whom lifetime pesticide accumulation and antibiotic resistance ecology are legitimate health considerations. The production standard differences are also present in Aldi's Friendly Farms organic milk option, where available, at a price that makes the Horizon Premium look exactly like what it is. A brand recognition surcharge applied on top of a USDA organic certification that Friendly Farms also carries. When the certifications are identical and the production standards are identical, the milk is the same milk. The cow producing organic milk for Horizon and the cow producing organic milk for Friendly Farms at Aldi are operating under the same USDA organic certification requirements. The bacterial count in the pasteurized product is subject to the same regulatory standards. The fat content at equivalent percentage levels is identical. Horizon's premium over Friendly Farms at Aldi is not a quality premium, it is a brand premium. And for seniors who consume dairy daily as a primary calcium, vitamin D, and protein source, that brand premium charged daily, weekly, and annually represents money that the USDA certification comparison says should stay in the senior's pocket. Former employees across multiple departments describe the milk comparison as the one that most clearly and most simply summarizes the proposition that Aldi makes about the entire conventional grocery brand premium system. When the certification is the same, the standard is the same, and the product is the same, the premium brand is charging you for the marketing budget that built the brand. Nothing more. That is the complete list. 13 Aldi items destroying expensive brands in the comparisons that the premium grocery market has been hoping consumers would never conduct. Moser Roth versus Lindt. Countryside Creamery versus Kerrygold. Simply Nature versus Justin's. Specially Selected Olive Oil versus California Olive Ranch. Clancy's versus Tostitos. Millville versus Quaker. Friendly Farms Greek Yogurt versus Chobani. Specially Selected Coffee versus Starbucks. Lacura versus Sirov. Season's Choice versus Birdseye. Baker's Corner versus King Arthur. Elevation versus RX Bar. Friendly Farms. Milk versus Horizon Organic. 13 comparisons. 13 cases where the evidence is in and the premium brand did not justify its premium. The comparison takes one shopping trip and costs nothing beyond the attention required to read an ingredient list and consider a price tag simultaneously. Thanks for watching. If you found these comparisons as illuminating as the evidence suggests they should be, let us know in the comments which brand switch surprised you most. Want to see our complete breakdown of every Aldi item worth stockpiling before everyone else catches on? Click on the left. And if you do not want to miss more product intelligence, quality comparisons, and Aldi insider knowledge every single week, hit that subscribe button right now.